This is my new Royal Enfield Meteor 350 Supernova, bought in September 2022. What follows is my own personal experience and may not be typical. In fact, I hope it isn't. However, having heard of my issues, you may be better prepared to cover some potential pitfalls if you're in Ireland and have decided to buy a Royal Enfield motorcycle. So, what happened? After doing my research and deciding I wanted a Meteor 350, next came considerations such as price, dealer, delivery and so on. Products are generally more expensive here in Ireland than other countries. For one thing, there is 23% VAT and high import tax, especially on vehicles. In the UK, the Meteor is considered good value for money at around £4,000, depending on the model. At the time of purchase, that was equal to €4,700, but you'll see later that I had to pay a lot more. Still, it is all relative. Other makes of motorcycle in Ireland in the same class are much more expensive than the Meteor. There are only two Royal Enfield dealers in Ireland, one in Dublin and Royal Enfield Ireland in Adair, County Limerick. I emailed the Dublin dealer first because they offered free delivery, although their prices for the bike were slightly higher. The response I received was peculiar, to say the least. It was not customer orientated at all. It was sales centric, even containing an absolute untruth, trying to make me believe that they were the only dealer currently with stock. I emailed Royal Enfield Ireland and exchanged a number of emails with Chris, who was very helpful. They had plenty of stock, and I settled on the Supernova Blue, which still had the tripper fitted. Royal Enfield Ireland charged €495 for delivery. With their lower prices on the bike itself, the difference against the Dublin dealer was plus €250. This was okay for me because I would have faced a 6-hour round trip to collect the bike. Also, I did not relish riding an unfamiliar model 250 kilometres home as a first ride since my last time on a bike, which was 42 years ago. With the Royal Enfield Meteor, the first service is after only 500 kilometres. It has to be done, and it has to be done by an authorised mechanic in order not to invalidate warranty. I could not find such a mechanic in my own county or in a neighbouring county. Royal Enfield Ireland offer the provision of running in the bike and doing the service before delivery. This was ideal. Of course, you have to pay to have someone ride it, and all told, the bike running in, service and delivery came to €6,700, about £5,700. Anyway, having accepted the price and made my payment, I look forward to delivery of my new motorcycle. And this is where things soured a little. Firstly, the bike was delivered with an odometer reading of 407 kilometres. So although I paid for 500 kilometres running in, actually I was cheated out of nearly 20% of that. The guy making the delivery asserted it was fully run in, that I could ride it at maximum speed immediately. This is of course contrary to the running in procedure stipulated in the user manual, which is actually quite detailed and covers the first 2,000 kilometres. On my second ride with the bike, the service indicator started flashing, obviously because the service had been done early, and now the odometer was showing nearly 500 kilometres. Does not seem right to me that a new vehicle is so poorly prepared before delivery. The bike came with two close-spaced scratches on the exhaust pipe. It looked as though the rider had a stone stuck in his tread of his boot and scraped it on the chrome. Now, if you select running in by a dealer, then obviously you've accepted some wear and tear, but nevertheless, this is annoying. On delivery, it was obvious that the chain was totally dry, even with some rust spots on it. Quite a few rust spots, actually. The delivery guy even admitted I should have lubricated it myself. Another criticism of Royal Enfield servicing is there was no paperwork relating to the service. For example, a breakdown of parts and labour. In my correspondence with Royal Enfield, I had been quoted two prices for the service, one with tappet clearance adjustment and one without, which would have been the case apparently if they had deemed it unnecessary. I paid for the higher service price, and yet there was no indication of whether tablets had been adjusted or not. All this seriously calls into question the quality of servicing that Royal Enfield Island provide. I had expected when the next service was due to make a day trip to Adair to have them do the service, but no way on this evidence. If I cannot find someone locally, warranty or no warranty, I shall do it myself. Maybe none of this matters to other prospective Royal Enfield buyers in Ireland, but if it does matter to you, I recommend you clarify all points with your chosen dealer and get written confirmation ahead of parting with your money. I am enjoying the bike. As you can see, I have added a saddlebag because there's no provision for carrying anything other than the supply toolkit. I've added a camera and crash bars, definite necessities here in Ireland where driving standards are poor, and a quad lock for my phone with which I use an offline map GPS app instead of the near useless Tripper. So, this is my experience so far. I hope it's been of some use to you. Good luck and safe riding.